Have you ever heard that eating too many eggs can be dangerous for your health? Well, many people believe that if you eat 3 eggs a day, your body will go into red alert. Is that true? Perhaps, like me, you've heard scary stories about cholesterol and the heart, claiming that the egg is the great villain of our health. But what if I tell you that this story might be completely wrong? Imagine this: 15 years ago, any doctor would say that eating 1 egg a day was already too much. And 3? Not a chance. But I'm here to change that story. Let's understand together what really happens in our body when we eat 3 eggs a day, and whether it can be good or bad for us. Stick with me until the end because I'm going to tell you all the secrets of the egg, and who knows, you might change your mind about this common yet mysterious food. But before we continue, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. That way, you won't miss any videos I bring to help you understand everything about health and nutrition. Here, we debunk myths and bring you the truth so you can make smarter decisions for your well-being. Now, let's find out what really happens when we eat 3 eggs a day. 1. The history of the egg. Imagine that the egg is like a misunderstood superhero. For many years, people believed it was a big villain, responsible for serious things like high cholesterol and heart problems. It was as if it carried a sign saying, "Danger. Don't eat more than 1 per week." Even though it's small and full of amazing nutrients, it had this bad reputation for decades. But do you know what happened? Scientists began to study it more closely and discovered that the egg is actually more like that friend who only wants the best for us. It has many good things to offer, such as proteins, vitamins, and even antioxidants that take care of our eyes. It all depends on how and how much we consume. It's like in those movies where the hero goes through a tough phase, but then everyone realizes they've been there to help all along. Now, the egg is winning back its rightful place in our kitchens. 2. The evolution of knowledge about the egg. Now, imagine you're in an old classroom, where the teacher says, "Attention, you can eat only 1 egg per day, maximum. Anything more is dangerous." Everyone believed this because that's what was taught at the time. Even doctors had this idea in their heads. Eating 3 eggs a day? That was like imagining someone flying without wings. But time passed, and just as we learned new things about the world, we also discovered more about food. Scientists started studying the egg closely and realized the old rules were outdated. Today, we know that it's possible to eat up to 3 eggs a day, depending on each person's health. It's like we've rewritten the rules of the game based on new and more accurate information. This shows that learning never stops, right? 3. The magical nutrients in the egg. Now think of the egg as a little gift box. When you break the shell, you find all sorts of good surprises for your body. First, it has proteins that help build muscles and make our body strong, like the bricks of a house. And they're not just any proteins, they're the best, full of essential amino acids that our body needs to function properly. In addition, the egg contains vitamins and minerals that are like superpowers. It helps the eyes see better because it has antioxidants that protect against problems like cataracts, which can appear as we get older. It's like a shield for our eyes. Not to mention the important vitamins, like B12, which gives energy, and vitamin D, which strengthens bones. Eating 1 egg is like getting a bunch of benefits in a small, nutritious package. So, what do you think of the egg now? I never thought of it as a gift box, but that's exactly what it is, full of good surprises for the body. What other foods do you think have this kind of superpower? Leave a comment below, I want to know your opinion. Let's talk about how these foods can help us get even healthier. 4. Cholesterol in the egg. Now, let's talk about something that the egg was long known as the villain for: cholesterol. Many people thought eating eggs raised blood cholesterol, causing heart problems. It was like the egg was blamed for everything. But guess what? The story is not quite like that. More recent studies have shown that the cholesterol from food, like the egg, has a much smaller impact on our body's cholesterol than we thought. The real problem is not the cholesterol in the egg, but the cholesterol our body produces in the liver. This is called endogenous cholesterol, meaning the cholesterol the body makes on its own. And it's this cholesterol, produced inside us, that can cause more problems in the arteries and increase the risk of heart disease. So, the egg is not the great villain we once thought. It doesn't cause as many problems with our cholesterol as we believed, and the blame was really on other factors, like what the body produces. It's like in a movie where the egg was the hero who was unjustly blamed for too long. 5. Individual factors. Now, imagine that each person is like a different car, with a unique engine. What's good for one car might not be as good for another. The same thing happens with food. The egg may be great for some people, but for others, it may have a different effect. This happens because how our body reacts to what we eat depends on many factors, such as overall health, lifestyle, and even genetics. For example, if you have a healthy body with an active lifestyle, the egg can be a great ally, bringing many important nutrients. But if someone has health problems or unhealthy habits, the impact of the egg may be different. It's like choosing a food for lunch. The dish that works well for one person might not be the best choice for another. So, the key is to understand how our body reacts and adjust our diet according to each person's needs. 6. Lifestyle and cholesterol. Think of cholesterol as a sort of invisible thing circulating through our body. When we have a healthy lifestyle, it's kept under control, like it's being watched by a security team. Now, if we don't take care of our health, eating poorly, being sedentary, or smoking, this cholesterol can start building up and form plaques in the arteries, like traffic jams on the streets. The key here is that cholesterol doesn't depend just on what we eat. Exercise, good nutrition, avoiding smoking, and controlling weight are far more important to keep cholesterol at the right level. It's like a football team. If all the players do their part, the game goes well. But if someone's missing, the team won't play well. So, taking care of the body as a whole is essential to ensure that cholesterol doesn't become a problem. If you're enjoying learning all these egg benefits, don't forget to leave a like below. It helps me bring more content like this to help you understand better what's good for your health. And if you haven't liked yet, don't waste time, click it and share with your friends. Let's spread this healthy knowledge. 7. Exceptions in egg consumption. Now, let's think about some special situations. Imagine you have a car that needs special care because it's not in perfect condition. The same goes for some people, like those with diabetes or those who are overweight. These people need to be a little more careful with what they eat, including eggs. For those with diabetes or weight-related problems, the cholesterol in food can make a bigger difference. This is because, in these cases, the body already has more difficulty controlling cholesterol, and excess fat, like the one in meats or eggs, can worsen the problem. So, instead of eating eggs every day, it's best to eat them more moderately, maybe 1 egg a day or even less, depending on the situation. But the important thing is that eggs don't need to be completely eliminated, just consumed more carefully. Just like a car that needs specific parts to function well, each person needs to adjust their diet to their needs. 8. The importance of exercise and sleep. Now, imagine that our body is like a factory, and the liver is the boss of that factory, which produces cholesterol. If the factory is overloaded, it will produce more cholesterol than it should, which can cause problems in the arteries. But here's the trick: if the factory is running smoothly, with everything in order, cholesterol production is more balanced. How do you do that? With a healthy lifestyle. The key is exercise and quality sleep. When you exercise, it's like you're giving the factory a little boost to work more efficiently, producing less cholesterol. Sleeping well is also super important because rest helps the body regenerate, allowing the liver to work without stress. It's like giving a break to the factory team, ensuring everyone is rested and productive. So, if you exercise regularly and get a good night's sleep, your cholesterol levels will stay healthier, without relying so much on what you eat. 9. The relationship between cholesterol and diet. Now, imagine that cholesterol is like a small cloud that can appear in the sky of our health. For a long time, we thought that the blame for everything was on food, especially cholesterol-rich foods like the egg. But surprise! Recently, we discovered that while food plays a role, the real culprit is not the egg, but the cholesterol that our own body makes. This cholesterol is made in the liver, and depending on our lifestyle, it can be more or less abundant. If your lifestyle is healthy, with exercise, a balanced diet, and no excesses, the cholesterol your body makes will be well controlled and won't form those plaques in the arteries that can cause problems. So, instead of just focusing on what you eat, the key is to have a healthy body where everything works in balance. The egg, on its own, is not the villain, it's just part of the picture. The important thing is to maintain the overall balance of health. 10. Measuring cholesterol and acting wisely. Now, imagine your body is like a car that needs a checkup from time to time. To know if everything is working well, it's ideal to get regular tests, just like we take the car to the shop. In the case of cholesterol, the tip is to measure your cholesterol levels in the blood to see if everything is under control. If you're under 40, it's best to do this every 2 years, and if you're over 40, it would be good to measure it every year. This way, you can see if you need to adjust something in your diet or lifestyle. If, after measuring, you find that your cholesterol levels are high, it might be a good idea to cut back on foods rich in cholesterol, like eggs. But if your levels are normal, there's no problem eating eggs in moderation. The key is not to do anything blindly. Knowing what's going on with your body will help you make smarter and healthier decisions. Remember, everyone is unique, and what's good for one person may not be for another. Therefore, measuring and adjusting as needed is the way to keep your health on track. Conclusion: eat eggs with balance and wisdom. Now, let's summarize everything we've discussed so far. The egg can be a very healthy food, full of nutrients and benefits for our body. If you are healthy, have an active lifestyle, and eat well, consuming up to 3 eggs a day can be a very good choice for your diet. The egg is an excellent source of proteins, vitamins, and minerals that help the body function properly. But remember, everyone is unique. If you have special health conditions, like diabetes or are overweight, it's ideal to consume eggs more moderately, and preferably consult a doctor or nutritionist to understand what's best for your specific situation. The key is to maintain balance in everything: eating well, exercising, resting, and controlling cholesterol levels. Therefore, if you are a healthy person, don't be afraid to include eggs in your diet, but always with awareness and attention to your body. And remember, the most important thing is to make choices that help you live a long and healthy life. Now that we've talked a lot about eggs, I want to know, what's your opinion about them? Did you think eggs were the villain or the hero in health? Leave your comment below telling me what you think, and whether you already include eggs in your diet. Let's exchange ideas about this powerful food. So, folks, now that we know everything about eggs, we can finally answer the question: yes, eggs can be good for our health, and up to 3 a day can be a good choice for those who are healthy. But be careful, like everything in life, the key is balance. Just because eggs have many benefits doesn't mean we can overdo it. The important thing is to always listen to our body, and if in doubt, talk to a doctor or nutritionist. Remember, eggs are full of proteins, vitamins, and minerals that help the body grow strong and healthy, but everyone is different. So, pay attention to how your body reacts and take good care of your health. If you learned something new about eggs today, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you won't miss the next videos. Here, we always bring information to help you take better care of your health. And if you enjoyed the content, share it with your friends. Let's spread knowledge and live healthier together.